Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats, because what you're about to hear might just break the internet again. Have you ever wondered what happens when a high-profile relationship goes from private whispers to full-blown courtroom drama? Well, buckle up, because Yandy just dropped a bombshell that no one saw coming. Yes, the same Yandy who's been quietly watching from the sidelines is now center stage, taking the stand, pointing fingers, and rewriting the narrative we thought we knew. Courtroom doors swing open, cameras flash, and suddenly Mendeecees, yes, him, is caught in a web of allegations so tangled it makes soap operas look like children's bedtime stories. According to Yandy, Mendeecees wasn't just friendly with Tamar, he allegedly had a secret relationship with her, and yes, there's more, a child that supposedly ties all the threads together. And while Tamar's silence has been deafening, the courtroom tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. So, what really happened that night? Who knew what and who was protecting whom? And why did Yandy wait until now to go public? Stay tuned, because what comes next isn't just scandal. It's a full-blown emotional roller coaster, with revelations, heartbreak, and truths that someone desperately wanted buried. Are you ready to see the story unravel before your very eyes? The courtroom was silent, but you could feel the tension bouncing off the walls like electricity. Yandy, composed yet visibly shaken, stepped up to the stand. Cameras swiveled, microphones leaned in, and social media feeds exploded in real time. Everyone knew Mendeecees had a history, marriages, reconciliations, social media showdowns, but no one was ready for this. No one expected Yandy to claim, in the most public, undeniable way, that her once private life had been infiltrated by deception, betrayal, and yes, a secret relationship with Tamar. The judge's gavel hadn't even finished echoing, yet Yandy's voice cut through the air with precision. Your Honor, I was married to Mendeecees. I loved him, and I trusted him, until I realized he was leading a double life, intentionally hiding a relationship with Tamar while pretending everything was fine between us. The courtroom collectively gasped. The air was thick with disbelief. People leaned forward, phones poised, live streams rolling, and somewhere, the internet collectively whispered, "Wait, what?" Anonymous sources, supposedly close to the situation, had already hinted at tension between Yandy and Tamar, but this was different. This was official. This was her story, in her own words, under oath. The narrative was no longer speculation, it was testimony. He wasn't just involved, she continued. He had a child with her. And I had to watch as the man I trusted crafted an entirely different life behind my back. Every pause she took added weight to the claim, every slight tremor in her voice screamed authenticity, and every eye in that courtroom was fixed on Mendeecees, waiting for the inevitable response. Social media didn't wait. The moment Yandy spoke, feeds erupted with emojis, hashtags, and the kind of commentary that only viral controversy can create. Hashtag Mendeecees exposed trended within minutes. Fans, critics, and lurkers alike dissected every facial expression, every hesitation, every choice of word. Theories began forming in real time. Had Tamar known she was the other woman in a legally binding marriage? Had the child been intentionally hidden? And most importantly, why now? Back in the courtroom, the pressure mounted. Mendeecees, usually calm under scrutiny, shifted uncomfortably in his seat. His past public confrontations, social media explanations, and personal apologies suddenly seemed inadequate compared to the gravity of Yandy's testimony. She wasn't just telling a story, she was reconstructing months, maybe years, of hidden dynamics, using precise timelines, detailed interactions, and references to events only someone directly involved could know. And then, like a plot twist straight out of a reality TV script, Yandy dropped the final bomb of the day. Your Honor, and the public needs to understand this, she said, voice steady, but eyes glinting with emotion. It wasn't just about Tamar. It was about the pattern, the secrecy, the lies, and the fact that while I was living this life, Mendeecees was building another with her. And yes, this child is proof of what was happening right under my nose. The room froze. The cameras zoomed. The whispers turned into audible murmurs. Social media erupted with disbelief, shock, and a frenzied need to know more. For the first time, Mendeecees was cornered in a way that no apology, no PR statement, no Instagram video could fix. The stakes had been raised from she said, to documented, sworn testimony with consequences that could ripple far beyond this courtroom. As Yandy stepped down, the silence lingered, but it was heavy, pregnant with expectation. Because now, the world was waiting to see, how would Mendeecees respond? Would he deny, deflect, or finally admit the truth? And what would Tamar say, or wouldn't she? The night was far from over, and the drama had only just begun. The courtroom lights felt almost too bright, reflecting off polished floors and the tense faces of everyone present. Mendeecees, usually measured and composed, now fidgeted under the weight of Yandy's testimony. Cameras captured every micro-expression, every tightened jaw, every shift of his eyes, and the internet dissected them in real time. Could he deny it now? Could he escape the mounting evidence that had just been laid bare in front of the world? Yandy didn't stop. She walked the jury, the judge, and the cameras through every detail of the night she discovered the truth. She painted a vivid picture: quiet text messages, hidden meetings, secret calls, subtle gestures that seemed innocent until they weren't. "I remember the day I realized something was off," she said, voice calm but piercing. It wasn't a dramatic revelation. It was small, subtle, but in hindsight, it screamed deceit. And then the confirmations came, the calls, the sightings, and eventually, she paused, letting the suspense build, the undeniable proof of a child. The courtroom erupted with whispers. Every seat seemed to vibrate with tension. Internet sleuths immediately took to social media, piecing together timelines, comparing statements, and building a digital dossier of Mendeecees' alleged secret life. "It's all true," one anonymous insider claimed in a leaked DM. He was hiding it. Everyone knew something was up, but no one could prove it. Until now. Public reactions were instantaneous. Twitter exploded with outrage and memes. Instagram stories speculated on Tamar's awareness, her reactions, and the consequences of her alleged involvement. Talk shows and YouTube channels began lining up to cover the testimony frame by frame, free frame by freeze frame, as if every blink or sigh might reveal yet another hidden truth. Inside the courtroom, Yandy outlined the psychological toll, the betrayal, the sleepless nights, the whispered doubts that had plagued her for months. "It wasn't just the secret relationship," she explained. "It was how everyone around me acted normal, like nothing was wrong. How he smiled reassured me, even while orchestrating a double life." Her voice cracked slightly as she recalled intimate moments overshadowed by deceit. But it wasn't just about emotion. It was about timelines, corroborations, and undeniable patterns that left no room for doubt. Then came the emotional apex of the testimony. Yandy described her confrontation with Mendeecees. She had asked direct questions, demanded transparency, but had been met with silence, deflection, or partial truths. And when he finally said nothing, "I realized this wasn't just about betrayal. This was about control, about hiding an entire reality from me, from the public, from anyone who trusted him." The courtroom went silent again, hanging on every word. The tension didn't end there. Whispers of Tamar's involvement began circulating instantly. Was she complicit? Was she aware? Or was she merely another pawn caught in the chaos of secrecy? The audience online began speculating furiously. Screenshots of social media posts, past interviews, and cryptic comments were shared and dissected like evidence in a high-profile trial. Every detail mattered. Every omission became a clue. By the time Yandy stepped down, the courtroom and the internet had collectively shifted. The narrative had changed from rumor to documented exposure. And all eyes, both physical and digital, turned to Mendeecees. How would he respond? Could he continue denying the undeniable? Or was this the moment his carefully curated image finally cracked under the weight of reality? The courtroom held its breath as Mendeecees finally rose to speak. The usual composure, the calm demeanor he wore like armor, seemed to falter ever so slightly. Cameras zoomed in, capturing the subtle shake of his hand, the brief swallow before his words, the pause that stretched longer than anyone expected. And then he said it, the confirmation everyone had been waiting for. Yes, he admitted, voice low but steady, the child is mine. Tamar, this is my responsibility. I take full accountability. The reaction was instantaneous. Gasps echoed through the courtroom, murmurs rippled like wildfire, and social media erupted into a frenzy that no trending topic could rival. Fans, critics, and internet sleuths alike dissected every nuance of his admission. Memes were born mid-testimony, hashtags trended globally, and live streams exploded with commentary. Every word, every pause, every glance became content for thousands of online commentators. Yandy, standing just a few feet away, let out a shaky breath she hadn't realized she'd been holding. Her expression was a mix of relief, vindication, and raw exhaustion. All the nights spent wondering if she'd been imagining signs of betrayal, all the whispered doubts, all the private confrontations, suddenly they coalesced into one undeniable truth. The rumors, the whispers, the gossip, they were all real. Every secret Mendeecees tried to hide, every interaction with Tamar that she had only pieced together through scraps of evidence was now confirmed in the stark light of the courtroom. The public, meanwhile, could barely keep up. Online forums debated the morality of the actions, the complexity of the relationships, and the emotional toll on everyone involved. How could he do this? Wrote one commenter. Yandy deserved the truth. Tamar's baby? Unbelievable. Another added, this is why you never trust appearances. Reality is always messier than the highlight reel. But the drama didn't end with the confession. Yandy detailed the psychological impact of finally hearing the truth directly from Mendeecees. The betrayal cut deeper knowing that the web of deceit had been spun so carefully, so long, and with such intention. It wasn't just about the secrecy, she told the court, her voice unwavering now. It was about living a lie every day. It was about everyone around me pretending everything was normal. Meanwhile, Tamar's name began to swirl in new speculation. Was she knowingly part of the secret? Did she understand the full impact of her actions, or was she as blindsided as the rest of the world had assumed? The media had a field day, connecting social media activity, interviews, and sightings into a narrative that suggested Tamar's awareness, while leaving gaps wide enough for every viewer to fill with their imagination. As the hearing drew to a close, one thing became undeniably clear. The story wasn't just about a secret relationship or a hidden child. It was about trust shattered, alliances broken, and the chaos that ensues when personal betrayals intersect with public scrutiny. For Yandy, Mendeecees, and Tamar, the world would never look at them the same way again. And for the audience, the lesson was both entertaining and terrifying. The truth always finds a way out, and when it does, the fallout is explosive, unrelenting, and utterly mesmerizing. So, now that the courtroom bomb has officially dropped, what does this mean for everyone involved, and more importantly, for you, the audience watching it all unfold? Yandy finally has her truth. Mendeecees can no longer hide behind silence, and Tamar, well, her role in this explosive triangle will be debated for months, maybe years. But the question hanging over all of us is this: how much do we really know, and how much are we still missing? Think about it. Every omission, every carefully chosen word, every pause and testimony, it all tells a story louder than any headline. What did Mendeecees know and when? What did Tamar intend, and who else is quietly holding pieces of this puzzle? And Yandy, how will she move forward now that the secrets she suspected have been confirmed in front of the world? These are the questions that keep this drama alive, fueling speculation, fan theories, and endless social media debates. And here's where you come in. What do you think really happened behind closed doors? Was this a case of calculated deception, or just messy human error amplified by celebrity drama? Do you believe Mendeecees' confession, or do you think there's still more buried in this labyrinth of secrets? Your opinions, your theories, your hot takes, they matter, because this story isn't finished until we, the public, demand answers. So smash that like button if you were shocked by Mendeecees' revelation. Comment below with your theory. Who really pulled the strings? Share this video with your friends so they can join the discussion, and don't forget to subscribe for the next explosive chapter, because trust me, in this world of celebrity secrets, nothing stays hidden for long. Stay tuned, stay skeptical, and remember, the truth is always juicier than fiction.